Ladies and gentlemen, people of Earth, all the ships at sea, and everyone who's cowering next to their transistor radios, hoping to live another day, I give you that which gives you reason to live. Heathendog Shadowrun Extravaganza of Excitement.
Based on first and second edition rules. And that is no less a caveat for this episode than any other, because I know that they retooled my favorites. They retooled them big. But what I got here is what I love, what I like, and I play every chance I get. It's either a Physical Adept or a Mage. Now, the reason I like the Physical Adept is because it has the Earth Dawn feel. I mean, that's what Earth Dawn characters are all. They're all adepts, you know. And a Physical Adept uses his magic. He has a magic rating just like a Mage. Starts off at 6, but he channels all that power instead of bringing astral energy through his body and then pushing it out to create a magical effect like a Mage does. He pushes it into his body to augment his body in some way. I love it. And the cool thing about this is, unlike a cyber samurai, power doesn't equal money. You don't have to be rich. It's natural talent. That's what this is. You just got it. And in your character creation, which I will go into, you can put it wherever you want it. Doesn't cost you a dime. Now we'll go with Mage. Now, unlike a shaman, a Mage needs a little planning. All right, he needs to know what kind of foe he's going to be up against, or possibly what kind of situations he's going to be in. Because if you give him a little bit of time to plan it out, it's like Hannibal. You give him 5 minutes, he's good. You give him an hour, he's unbeatable. That's exactly what a Mage is. You give him an hour, he'll have that stuff planned out to a T. When the plan fails, he'll have plan B. When the plan B fails, he'll have a plan C. It's great. And mages, when I see you read that and you see it never alone. What I mean is, a shaman can snap his fingers and bring up a spirit, which is great. It's great. A mage can snap his fingers and suddenly 6 spirits materialize around him, and you're like, what?
Oh, I thought you meant never alone. In that he always needs a friend nearby.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't need anyone.
He has self-confidence issues.
Yeah, he can summon his friends. See, a mage. I'm sorry, a shaman can summon elementals for rounds. They will last rounds of successes. Okay, let's say you get in first and second edition rules, you roll summoning and you get 7 successes. You divide that between the power of the spirit and the number of rounds that you want him to be around. So let's say you don't need him to do much, maybe lift some heavy boxes. He only want for a force of 2, strength of 2. So you can have him around for 5 rounds. With a mage, it takes longer to summon. It takes a summoning ritual. It takes all that stuff. But his successes are measured in days, not rounds. Days. He can have an elemental in reserve for so long, and he can have as many elementals in reserve equal to his charisma attribute. It's great.
That can be pretty sizable.
Yes, it can. Snap your fingers and you have an instant party. It's great. But let's take a longer look at the Physical Adept. What's so good about it? I mean, well, Bruce Lee. If Physical Adepts were real, Bruce Lee would be the one everyone knows. 1-inch punch? Come on, man, that's magic. Give me a break. Have you seen that video?
Well, yeah, he's using his chi powers, man.
Exactly. He's the Physical Adept. He's using magic channeling through his body to increase his strength. And speaking of that, channeling to increase your strength, increase your quickness, increase your body. These are only physical things, mind you. They can't increase intelligence.
Naturally. That they'd be more like a mental adept then.
Exactly. These are physical adepts, but you can break racial limits with this stuff too. So a human's racial limit on any stat is a 6. Well, a Physical Adept, he pumps some magic points into it. He can go into a 7 or 8. Which
is pretty cool.
Yeah, same thing with quickness, same thing with body. Now, when you read that Street Samurai Light, this like out of the gate, a Street Samurai is physically stronger, faster, and a little more able than
if they paid to be.
Yeah, but they had to pay that 500,000 new yen to get that way. All right, so there you go, right out of the gate. But over time, Just like a mage, a physical adept can do what's called initiate. He can actually increase his magical attribute. And with that brings more powers. He can allocate more magic to either strengthen the powers he already has or get all new ones.
That sounds pretty good.
And one of those new powers, one of the powers he has, which I didn't use in my initial build, but I always get when I initiate over the course of a gameplay, is called pain resistance. You get pain resistance, you are immune to certain levels of pain. Like, you still take the damage, but you don't get any minuses for it. Now, in first and second edition, the way they do damage is they have 10 boxes of physical damage, 10 boxes of mental damage. You fill up on physical boxes, you die. You fill up on mental boxes, you go unconscious. If you have one box filled in, you're a -1. You're -1 to your initiative, and you are +1 to all your target numbers. Everything you do gets harder, and everything you try to do becomes slower. Even 1 point of pain resistance negates that. And 1 point of pain resistance costs 0.25 magic. So with 1 magic point, he can ignore 4 out of the 10 boxes. So he gets no minuses until he's halfway dead. That's some good stuff.
That's pretty impressive.
Exactly. Now let's go to my 4-minute build. Last time I did a 4-minute samurai build. This is my and I did a 4-minute mage. I did a 4-minute shaman build. This is my 4-minute adept build. Here we go. Now, I always like to take astral perception. It is the most expensive power in the game, but without it, you will not be able to harm spirits. All right, because you can't see them. When you astrally perceive them, then you can harm them with the killing hands, which I'm going to get to. So it costs 2 points. But if you don't want to spend it, you can get pain resistance out of the bat. You can increase your other stuff. I'm just saying what I like to do. And then attribute increase. All right. I decided that my guy during build, he has a 4 strength, 3 quickness, and a 3 body. Well, I wanted to give him maximum human strength because he's a human. So if you're under or up till your racial maximum, it costs 0.5 magic per attribute increase. So I gave him a +2. I gave him up to a 6, make a strength 6. And then automatic successes. This is why an adept is so dangerous. They can actually get, before they roll, he already has a success. Before he even rolls, he's already got 1.
Dang.
Exactly. You can get automatic successes in armed combat, unarmed combat, stealth, and athletics. Armed and unarmed are 1 magic point a pop. Stealth and athletics are 1/2, 0.5. So you can get more. That's why ninjas are so ninja-y.
Because they ninja the stuff?
Exactly. They spent 2 points instead of astral perception. They spent 2 points into automatic successes for stealth. That gives them 4 auto successes in stealth.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Find him. Sure. Yeah. No, you're not going to find that guy. He's gone. All right. Now we get to the killing hands. Now the killing hands, again, there are levels: light, medium, severe, and deadly. Light is 1/2 point of magic. Medium is 1, and so on and so forth. I chose medium because I didn't want to blow it all. I needed increased reflexes at the end. But killing hands is important because it links with astral perception. Now, normally, a spirit or an elemental is immune to mundane attacks. Bullets, knives, swords, punches. You're not really punching him with your fist. You're not really cutting him with a knife. You're using your will instead of your strength. So samurai versus spirit. Spirit's probably going to win because the samurais, he's punching with will and not strength. But killing hands is a magical attack. It has full effect. And if you have astral perception, you can punch a spirit that is not it's invisible to everyone else. You blink a little bit, you see him, you use killing hands, you punch him dead.
Dang.
Yes. Before he even manifests and is able to mess with you, you've already killed him. Or if you got a spirit following you, you turn around, boom, you punch him, he's dead. It's great.
I just find it entertaining to punch spirits. I don't know why.
And plus, I don't know if you've ever seen the really, really cheesy movie about glowing hands. It had the Shonuff, the Shogun of Harlem.
Oh, are you talking about The Last Dragon?
It wasn't the Last Dragon. Okay, yes. Show enough. Hey, as a matter of fact, if you can find it on Netflix or Hulu, go ahead and watch it. You'll have a ball. Don't tell anyone you watch it because it's a guilty pleasure.
That
But
movie's awesome.
Exactly. He was so skilled in martial arts that his hands glowed red when
That's because
he
he
was
had
attacking
like
people.
the glow or the touch or something.
Yeah. But at the end, the main guy got the glow all around his body. So even his hands, his head, his feet, they would all do this extra damage. Killing hands does physical damage. Normally, punching someone does mental damage. You're filling the mental box. Killing hands is an energy attack. When you hit someone, it blows magic at them, and it does physical, actual damage. Now, increased reflexes, not as strong as the cyber version, but it gives you a +1 to your reaction, and it gives you a +1 d6 to your initiative, which is good. And like I said, over time, you're gonna outpace the samurai, because while your attribute can go up and up and up and up, essence is locked at 6. You can't go to 0. You can't go below 0 if you're a player character. You're done. You get that cyberware, and that's it. Maybe you can upgrade, but going under the knife is dangerous. But the adept is going to keep getting better and better and better. Now, we're going to go on for the bad part. Like I said, you are not going to be Superman out of the box. You're not going to have that street samurai feel. Like you can take on a whole room of dudes and not even break a sweat. With the out of the box physical adept, you can take a whole room of thugs without breaking a sweat. But a whole room of actual corp guards or runners or stuff like
So
that.
anyone who knows what they're doing.
Yeah, and anyone with some similar skill sets, then it's going to be hard. It's going to be tough. Like, it takes time, like I said, to increase your magic attribute, to gain more power, stuff like that. And for a physical adept, skills are very important. I mean, the athletics, the unarmed combat, armed combat, the stealth, all that's very important. You're going to have to take points in lots of different places that a samurai just is not, because his tech is going to do it for him. And the thing with a physical adept, you're probably not going to be all that rich. I mean,
Why not? You don't need to buy anything.
No. What you end up getting is what almost everyone who doesn't spend all their money in character creation gets permanent residence. What that means is, instead of having to pay, say, 1,000 new yen a month for a middle class home, if you pay 10 times that amount, you're considered to have bought it, and you need not pay a monthly maintenance for it, monthly fee for it anymore. So what anyone who has who has a high lifestyle costs 5,000 yen a month. Okay, 10 times that is 50,000. No, I'm sorry. No, it's 100 times. I'm sorry. It's 100 times, and you're considered bought it forever. So 100 times is 500,000, and boom, there you go. You got the high lifestyle. That comes with a free car, by the way.
That's nice.
Yeah, so you don't have to buy a car. It comes with a free car. You also own a car now. State-of-the-art security systems. You got an in-ground infinity pool. You got flat screen TVs everywhere. You've got HoloNet. You've got the whole deal. I mean, it's like two steps under Bill Gates' house, if you can imagine that. Then there you go. All right, so you really end up being poor. I mean, just because you have to buy all the armor and the really good bow staff, not the regular kind, and you will probably spend a whole lot of money on a weapon focus, which is the only magical item a physical adept can use. It actually increases his armed combat. It's pretty cool. But anyway, cool. Yeah, but it is also the most expensive focus in the game, so you can spend money on that too. So
fantastic.
Yeah, it's really easy to sink money. Now, we're gonna go to the mage. Mage, I love this guy because with your good spell allocation, you can do anything. The shaman, that's true as well. It's true for the mage. It's true for the shaman. If you get the right spells, the right combination of spells, if you make yourself not a jack of all trades, but a master of 3, you can pretty much walk around and be fine. But unlike the shaman, you can have lots of spirits. Like I said, snap your fingers, you got 6 friends who just appeared. Now, if you want a spirit following you around all the time in astral space, your successes go from you can stay around to successes equals in days to successes equals in hours. All right. But if you have him off in astral space somewhere, and you snap your fingers, it's going to take him a certain amount of time to get to you, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds, but you can have him on standby for days.
It's still kind of creepy having this guy following you around everywhere.
Yeah, especially if someone senses astros, like, why do you have 6 fire spirits following you? Oh, no reason.
Just, I get cold.
Yeah, I get cold sometimes. Yeah. No. People know you're up to no good if you got a spirit just behind you, just for nothing. All right, and they have all around strong defenses, just like a shaman. As long as you can, see it coming. You have strong physical defenses. You have strong magical, obviously strong magical defenses, and we're gonna get to that into the 4-minute build. Oh, I didn't take away the shaman part. I did change everything else. I just didn't take away the shaman part. That sucks.
Fail. Restart the whole podcast.
Restart. Okay. Pretend that says example mage. Now, treat severe wounds. I kept because you're in a Shadowrun group. People getting shot at. Guess what?
They do get severely wounded.
They do get severely wounded, so you are going to need to treat them. Okay. And if you wait more than an hour, treat doesn't work. You have to use a different spell called heal. But if you waited more than an hour, everything's gone super pear-shaped and you got other things to worry about.
Yeah, if they have severe wounds, you probably want to treat those quick anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Severe wounds you want to treat really fast. Now, unlike the shaman, who would have moral reservations against things like this, the mage has, I gave him these three different spells: Analyze Truth, Combat Sense, and Mind Probe. Now, Analyze Truth is just exactly what it is. I mean, someone says something, you roll against their resisting attribute, and if you come up with more successes, you can tell if they're lying or not. Really, really cool in interrogation. Really nice.
Sounds like exactly the kind of thing that would tick off a game master.
Yes, it is. It is. Now, mind probe, if someone is resisting Analyze Truth, because truthfully you only got it out of 4, maybe they're a tough cookie. So I took Mind Probe as a 6. Now, Mind Probe is really cool. If you get 1 success, you can read their surface thoughts, what they're thinking at the moment. You get 2 successes, you can read their subconscious. All right, like and get more of an idea of what they're feeling. If you get 3 or more successes, you can actually step into their memories from an objective point of view. So with 2 successes, you get the image through his eyes, his lens, basically how he saw the moment. Maybe
that's kind of cool.
Yeah. But if you get 3 or more successes, you can actually walk into the memory mentally, where you're looking at him doing what he's doing, but you're seeing it with your objectivity. So maybe you'll catch something that he missed. And Combat Sense, well, a lot of people call that just precognition. I mean, it allows you to react much faster, not samurai fast, but faster than a merc. Oh yeah, you can get a lot of
pretty fast.
Oh yeah, you want that. And then the physical personal mana barrier and the regular mana barrier, all the same. Increase attribute, will, and body. Those 6 right there, I take on any spellcaster, shaman or not. Antidote, I just left that there because I didn't know what to do with the other 2 points. And Power Bolt and Mana Bolt, 6 each. Obvious deal. I could have gone with the area effect version of both, but the drain on that is tough. Now I'm going to remind everyone about drain for a second. When you push magic through your body, the more magic you push through it, the more chance it has to mess some stuff up on the way out. Burst blood vessel here, torn muscle fiber, strained ligament. It has physical or mental repercussions on you. Now, the bigger the spell, the more damaging or the more all-encompassing in range and duration, it has a higher drain resistance threshold. You have to roll more successes to resist this much higher drain, and you have a less likelihood to come out of that spell completely unscathed. So usually out of the gate with a mage or a shaman, I like to do the one-on-one, like Power Bolt and Mana Bolt affects only one person, pew pew. The drain is manageable. I have it at power 6 to get as much dice as I can. I shoot mages with Power Bolts and I shoot samurai with Mana Bolts, because Power Bolts are physical attack and Mana Bolt is a mental attack. That's why, again, Heathen Dogma tip: never dress as a mage. They'll always try and shoot you with the wrong thing.
Well, yeah, you always don't want to reveal your weakness too quickly.
Yes, never dress as a mage and never dress as shaman. But it's in my character, man. Okay, fine. You want to roleplay character as a shaman with all the old doodads hanging off of you and the giant teeth gauges in your ears and the fingers of your enemies or fingers of animals that your personal totem has asked you to kill hanging off your body. Then great. That's a great role playing hook. I love it. But just remember, you're gonna get a lot of power bolts for that. All right, you're gonna. That's just how it works. You're gonna get a lot of power bolts and a lot of bullets. Now, the bad part of being a mage, just like the shaman, if you don't know an attack is coming, you are the squishiest. You can be one-shotted. Unlike a merc, unlike a samurai, even unlike a physical adept. You can get one-shotted pretty easily if you don't know it's coming. And unlike a shaman, you need your preparation. You need hours to summon spirits. And you have to summon the right ones. Fire spirits can augment your combat spells. Water spirits augment your mental and control spells. Air spirits augment invisibility, stuff like that. You have to know what kind of environment you're going into for the proper prep. And it takes lots of study. A shaman, he communes with his animal guide and his totem spirit and for a number of hours, and boom, he's got a spell. Well, lucky you, buddy. The mage has to study for months with his mystic library, studying, trying different things, different avenues, different formulae, different equations, until finally he finds one that works, and he solidifies it in his spell book, and boom, he's got a new spell. And like I said, here comes the Heathendog. If you dress like a mage, you are going to be the first one shot.
And rightly so.
So don't dress like a mage. Don't do it. Oh, I want to look like a Merlin. Number one, people are going to laugh at you. You're in your stupid pointy hat with stars on it. Number two, while they're laughing, they're going to be unloading clips in your specific direction. All right. Now,
the mage has got to go first.
Yes, exactly. You always take out their magical support. Every corp team knows that. So never ever dress like a mage. If you do, you are the first one done. Now, why do you want to play these archetypes? Well, it's easy. You both of these guys are the long game. It's the start of a campaign is going to be 3 months, 6 months, 8 months, maybe a year. There's going to be a lot of time. This isn't a one-shot game. This is going to be a long, overarching campaign over a long time. That's where
if you're going to play a one-shot, play Street Samurai.
Exactly. But these two, over time, will easily outpace any other archetype in power and effect. Easy. They get so much better than them over time. And every long game group wants one of these guys, probably even both, just because of that fact. Well, everyone wants magical support as a mage or a shaman. Duh. Now, a physical adept, if you're playing a short campaign, people are going to be like, okay, you're not going to have a lot to do because after I go first, because obviously I'm going to go first because I'm the cyber samurai, I'm going to kill everybody, so you'll have nothing to do. But about 3 months later, when the samurai draws his gun and points at somebody, the adept's already punching somebody else. Like, what? When did that happen? Yeah. His magic attribute increased, and he pumped more into his increased reflexes. That's what happens.
And he became very, very dangerous.
Exactly. But he doesn't have to look dangerous. If you're a chromed out beast of a man, you look like you're trouble. You do. But if you're
Makes it hard to get a home loan.
Exactly. It's really hard to get on a plane. It's really hard to get a license. The DMV's like, I don't think any of that's legal, stuff like that. But a mage and a physical adept, they look like dudes. They just look like dudes. They don't have to look dangerous. They're just guys. So they can go undercover. Unlike a street samurai, he can't go undercover. He's got dermal plating. That crap's obvious. He's got chromed over eyes, for crying out loud. Come on, man. You can't go undercover. sorry, buddy.
Unless you're undercover as a chromed out street samurai.
Yeah. Unless you're undercover as a Chrome Street Samurai that just happens to not be yourself.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Great. But a mage and a physical adept, they can look like anybody, really.
Which is nice.
Yeah. So that's it. That is why I love these guys. That is why I play them in long campaigns whenever I can. And that's the Heathen Dogma of that.
Well, thank you very much. Certainly, over the course of going through his archetypes, gave me a lot to think. Well, a lot to think about, and also maybe think in a different way about a lot of these archetypes. Because I was just, Street Samurai has always been one of my favorites, but it's nice considering, especially like physical adepts and things, and how they all work.
Yes. Like I said, the long game, the physical adept is king. He will be king.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Heathendog. As always, you can watch Heathendog's streams when he streams Star Trek Online, and also when he posts to YouTube playing Star Trek Online all throughout the week. You want to talk a little about that, Heathendog?
Yes, Monday through Friday, you and I, we drop a video every day playing Foundry missions, the player-made content for Star Trek Online. So far, we've had some really good ones, and we've had some meh ones. A couple of them were really?
Not complete stinkers, but
Yeah, they smelled a little bit. They're going bad. All right, but for the lion's share, I'd say overall it's been good. It's been good.
I would agree. Well, thank you very much. Well, everyone, as always, thank you very much. And if you want to, I'll make sure to check out additional Legion of Myth videos on YouTube and Twitch. So let's move on.
And I upload to Reddit every day as well.
Oh, yeah, check that out. Engage with the Heathendog on the Reddit.
That's right.